properties of a plastic. Okay? We will be seeing the properties of plastic. So this plastic is also a polymer. Okay? As we have seen that synthetic fibers are also a polymer, like that plastics are also a polymer. Polymer means, already I have told you, poly means many and mer means unit. Means it is made up of many small units. Okay? And the second thing, property of a plastic is that if we see the word plastic, from where did it get originated? So plastic is being a Greek word from plastikos. Okay? Plastic has been originated from a Greek word plastikos. Plastikos is a Greek word. So what does it mean? Means that it can be molded or shaped. Plastikos की क्या मीनिंग है? It can be molded or shaped. तो चूंकि प्लास्टिकोस की मीनिंग होती है कि उसको मोल्ड भी कर सकते हैं हम. It means it is so flexible that you can twist it and you can give it to any shape. तो इसीलिए प्लास्टिकोस से बना प्लास्टिक. Okay? Now what happens कि all the plastic do not have a same type of pattern. कुछ पैटर्न होता है, पॉलीमर्स है, तो उनकी यूनिट्स हैं, स्मॉल यूनिट्स हैं जिसमें वो अरेंज्ड है. तो वो यूनिट्स किसी पैटर्न में अरेंज होंगे. It is not like कि all the plastics are arranged in a same pattern. Okay, so there are different patterns in which these plastics are arranged. So if we talk about type of arrangement, okay, so basically there are two types of arrangement. That is, one is the linear arrangement, and other one is a cross-linked arrangement. Okay, linear arrangement and cross-linked arrangement. Okay, so if we see a linear arrangement, this is the arrangement. Like this, the plastics are, the units of plastics, small units are arranged like this. It means they are arranged linearly. Okay, in one line, in a one linear way. And the other one is a cross link. So how this cross link is there? So this was a linear arrangement. And when it comes about cross link, you will see that here again small units are arranged. They are arranged like this. Okay? So this type of arrangement, this second one, you can say that it's a cross-linked arrangement. So basically two types of arrangement, it can be divided, linear and cross-linked. But sometimes in many of the books you will see that few of them has mentioned that branched also. So branching is there, or net-like, web structured. Okay, so like that. But basically there are linear and cross-linked. So linear is like this arrangement and cross-linked one is this arrangement. Okay. So now the question is that these plastics, are they available in all possible shapes and sizes? You must have seen that plastics are available in all these shapes and sizes. Different shapes are there, different sizes are there. So have you ever wondered how is it possible? How these plastics can have different shapes and they have different sizes. Okay? So let's see how these plastics can be of different sizes. First I will be showing you a size. You can see such a a big table is there, a bottle of this size is there, then a containers little bit shorter, buckets are of this size and are of bigger size also. Then it comes a small pin. The plastic can be made of this much small size also. So you can see that different sizes and different shapes are there. You can't see this is having a different shape, this is having a different shape, these balls are of different shape. Okay, so how is it possible that a particular polymer, that is a plastic polymer, can be made in this shape also? It can be made in such a shape also, in this shape also. Different toys of kids are there, that is also made up of plastic, and they are a variety of shapes. So how can we get these shapes? So the reason is that the plastic is easily moldable. को जैसे चाहिए वैसे फोल्ड कर सकते हो, आप उसको ऐसे लंबा भी बना सकते हो, आप उसको ऐसे सर्कल जैसा भी बना सकते हो. ओके, बिकॉज इट कैन बी मोल्डेड वेरी इजीली. प्लास्टिक को मोल्ड करना बहुत ही इजी होता है. तो दिस वाज अबाउट डिफरेंट साइजेस. ओके, सॉरी, दिस वाज अबाउट डिफरेंट शेप्स कि हाउ दे आर हैविंग दिस शेप. दे कैन हैव अ बकेट शेप, they can have a shape like a table, chair, anything it is. Now if we talk about size, you can see that this plastic ball is smaller, this is bigger, means we can make different sizes. Here if you see, this marker is very thick and this pen is a very thin. It means that they are having different sizes also. कोई thick है, कोई पतला है, कोई मोटा है, कोई छोटा है, बहुत छोटे हैं. This whistle is very small, this pen is very small, and some are very big. So it has a different shapes, different sizes. It is all because they can be easily moldable and can be shaped in any form, from big to small. Okay. So here you can see this is a small bottle, this is a big bottle. Means the bottle can be shaped in the small, it can be shaped in big. These are two alike jars which your mother normally use to keep dry fruits or any material. So they can be big, they can be shaped small. Okay, so these were some of the examples which has shown that plastic has different shapes and different sizes. Okay, so they are available in different shapes and sizes. Okay, as I have already told you, it is because they can be molded easy. Okay, now some key points about the plastic is that it can be recycled. Plastic can be recycled. Okay, it can be reused. It can be made again and again. Okay, and it can be colored. The best part of plastic is that plastic is having very beautiful different colors. As I have told you, especially these toys, they are made up of very different and good colors. Okay, if we go for other materials, we don't get much color as the variety in the color in the plastic is available. Okay, so these plastics, they have very good colors. They can be melted. Okay, they can be rolled. You can even roll it. Okay, rolled into sheets. You must have seen your mother using plastic sheets for on the dining tables or different types of tables and different cabinets and all. They use plastic sheets, or even it is used to make wires. Make into wires. You must have seen electric wires. The covering of electric wires is made up of plastics. Okay, so that's why it is finding variety of uses. It is present in different types of uses are there and in variety of them. Okay. Plastic. So if we broadly classify plastic, it is basically of two types. Okay? The first one is the thermoplastic. Okay? And the second one is thermosetting plastic. Okay? Thermosetting plastics. Okay? So plastics can be of two types, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. So first let's see what is thermoplastics. So some plastics are such that they can be deformed easily on heating and it can be bent easily. Okay? So that type of plastic is known as thermoplastic. What is a thermoplastic? It gets deformed. इनके शेप में चेंज आ जाएगा. It gets deformed. Okay? If you put hot water in this bottle jar, the plastic of this bottle jar is going to be deformed. शेप इसका चेंज हो जाएगा. हॉट वाटर आप कभी डाल के देखिएगा, प्लास्टिक कुछ ऐसे अजीब सी हो जाएगी. So it gets deformed on heating. ऐसे deform नहीं होगा on heating. Okay? Deform हो गई on heating and can be bent easily. और इसको आप bend कर सकते हो easily. Okay? Bend easily. Especially if I will show you this type of bottles that come in the market. This water bottle, you see, if you just stretch it, it can be bent easily. Okay? And if you put hot water in it, it is going to be deformed like this. Okay? So these types of plastics, they are called as thermoplastic. Okay? So further, this thermoplastic can be of two types. Two types के ये भी होंगे. एक तो है polythene and the other one is PVC. Okay? Thermoplastic are of two types, polythene and PVC. So polythene, as the name itself suggests, these two are the examples of it. We shall be discussing about polythene and PVC in detail. Before that, I will be telling some more characteristics of thermoplastic. The first thing was that gets deformed on heating, bend easily, and this thermoplastic, it is used for manufacturing toys. जो toys बनते हैं वो किसके बनते हैं? Thermoplastics के बनते हैं. Combs, okay? Combs are made up of these, and various containers that are used in homes, also in shops and different places. So that also, containers, etc. Okay? So these are used for manufacturing toys, combs, containers, etc. And when we add hot water to a plastic bottle, as I have already told you, it gets deformed. This is because it is made up of thermoplastic. Okay? Now next let's see about polythene. Okay? What is polythene? So as the name itself suggests, this polythene is made up of two words, polythene. Poly means many. Okay? And thene is the monomer of polythene. Okay? It's a monomer. So these polythenes are commonly used. You must be aware that these polythene bags, nowadays it is getting banned also. I will be discussing further that what is the drawback of using polythene, why it is being banned nowadays. So these polythene bags, they are made up of this type of thermoplastic, that is polythene. And next comes PVC. So this PVC stands for poly, P for poly, V for vinyl, and C for chloride. Okay? polyvinyl chloride. PVC stands for polyvinyl chloride. Okay. So this type of plastics, that is PVC, is strong but it's very lightweighted. Okay, strong but lightweighted. In the exams, mostly it is asked to write short notes on thermoplastic. Then you will write the features of thermoplastic along with the two types of thermoplastic. Sometimes it is asked about types of plastics. Sometimes in 2 marks question it is asked write a small note on PVC. So these key points you should always remember because it is going to help you in the exam. So it is strong but it is very lightweighted plastic. Okay. It's a lightweighted plastic. Its PVC is again of 2 types. Okay. If we classify PVC, one is the rigid PVC and the other one is the flexible PVC. Okay. Rigid PVC and flexible PVC. So this rigid PVC, it is used in constructions. Construction in our homes, in other construction, this type of PVC is, rigid PVC is used. Okay. And if we talk about flexible PVC, it is used for making bottles. Okay. That's why these bottles are very flexible. You can deform it in making bottles in non-food packings. Non-food packings. Okay. And these bank cards, you must have seen bank cards. They are also made up of flexible PVC. Okay. Bank cards, etc. So many things are there that can be used. Okay. So it can be made softer and more softer, even more flexible by adding plasticizers. If you add plasticizers, it can be made more soft and more flexible. Okay. If you add plasticizers, it can be made more soft and more flexible. Okay. So this type of more soft and more flexible one, the plasticizers, they are used in plumbing, in making the floors, that is in flooring. Okay. Imitations, different imitations are done using it. After that, in leather also this type of plastic is used. Okay. Electric cable insulation में भी ये यूज होती है. Electric cable insulations. Okay. Like this, there are so many things where these plasticizers, when added to this plastic, it makes it more soft, more flexible, and that can be used in plumbing. जो plumbing का काम होता है घर में उसमें यूज कर सकते हैं. Flooring, जो floors बनते हैं, imitations में, different imitations में, leather making में, electric cables, insulations में. Okay, this was about PVC. Now we will see about thermosetting plastic. So thermosetting plastic is a plastic which when molded once cannot be softened by heating. Okay. So once molded, जो भी shape दे दिया गया इसका, एक बार mold कर दिया गया, so it cannot be softened again by heating. Once molded, can't be softened. Okay. If you heat it also, then also it can't be softened. Softened by heating. Okay. This is just opposite to this thermoplastic. Okay, so thermosetting plastic once molded cannot be softened by heating. These types of plastic is called as a thermosetting plastic. So it is basically of two types. If we talk about thermosetting plastic, it is of two types. The first one is the bakelite. Okay, bakelite thermosetting plastic, and the other one is the melamine. Okay, so first let's see what is a bakelite plastic. It's a poor conductor of heat and electricity. This type of plastic is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, it's a poor conductor of heat and electricity. So that's why if anyone is given shock when someone means ki if someone like touches the some like switch is there or various things, so it would not give any electric shock. So the electric boards are made by bakelite plastic. Okay, and secondly, if you see the handle of utensils, okay, it is also made up of plastic. You must have seen at your home that your mother is using. So why that handle doesn't get hot? If a wok and something is made up of iron and the handle is also of iron, that gets heated. But if it is made up of plastic, it does not get hot, it is not heated. Why? This is because they are made up of bakelite plastic, which is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. So वहाँ वो hot नहीं होता है, वो handles जो plastic की होती है वो नहीं hot होती है. Okay? Because they are made up of bakelite plastic. Next one is the melamine. Melamine is a versatile material. Means it is used in many forms, many ways it is used. It is resistant fire and can tolerate heat better than any other plastic. Okay, so melamine क्या है? Heat resistant. Heat resistant means कि आप इसको काफी हाई टेम्परेचर पे भी यूज कर सकते हैं और यू कैन से दैट कि you can just if you pour some hot things, it is a heat resistant. Okay, the second thing is that these type of melamines are used for making floor tiles and all. Okay, so the best part of melamine is that it's a fireproof plastic. Fireproof plastic. Now what does it mean? Fireproof plastic means, wait, I will be writing about melamine here. Let's see the properties of melamine. Okay, so this melamine is a versatile material. Present in almost everything. Okay, it is a good capacity and can tolerate heat. Better than any other plastic. Okay, used in floor tiles. It is a fireproof, fireproof plastic. Now the question is, why it is called as the fireproof plastic? If you see that the synthetic fibers, as we have already discussed, they catch fire very easily. Okay. uniform, has got a coating of melamine plastic. Now you must be thinking कि प्लास्टिक है और उसका क्यों किया जाता है? अगर फायर कैच हुआ तो प्लास्टिक तो गलने लगता है? No. In case of melamine plastic, the flame are resistant. Okay? The melamine plastic makes the flame resistant. Okay? The best part of melamine plastic is that it is unbreakable. ये टूटता नहीं है जल्दी. It is unbreakable. I've already told you it's a fire resistant, means it can tolerate fire at high or even better than any other plastic. So it's unbreakable. Most of the crockeries are made up of melamine. You must have heard your mother saying that melamine crockery. So the most of the crockeries that hold hot liquid dishes, they are made up of melamine. Okay, so this was about melamine. Okay, so we have seen the types of plastic, two types, and of each type we have seen bakelite plastic and melamine plastic. Okay, so this was about types of plastic. Now we shall be seeing some of the advantages of plastic. So let's see the advantages of plastic. Okay, so today we think of storing food items, milk, pickles or anything, any dry food item, etc. What we are convenient in. आपकी मदर्स के पास ज़्यादातर जो कंटेनर्स होते हैं वो किसके होते हैं? They are all of plastic because we are convenient in the plastic. क्यों convenient है plastic? सबसे अच्छा जो benefit है plastic का, that is it is very light weighted. Okay? जो weight होता है plastic का वो बहुत ही कम होता है. It's so light weighted कि we feel so convenient in holding plastics. अब अभी आपका कंटेनर कोई स्टील का हो, एल्युमिनियम का हो, तो it is going to be heavy. But plastic containers are very light weighted. It is being much lighter if you compare with any other metal. Okay, so it is very light weighted. So used in different kitchen containers are there. In cars also, different cars में भी यूज होते हैं, एयरक्राफ्ट्स में यूज होते हैं. Okay, so variety of places it is used because of its light weight, spacecrafts and so on. Okay, the second important thing about plastic is that it's a very low price. The price is very cheap. It is very good that anybody can buy the plastic things. Okay, it's cheap. Next, it has a very good strength. Its strength is very good. Okay, and the last one is that it is very easy in handling. Okay, further when you will read the properties of characteristic of plastic, you will get to know that कि why it is very easy to handle. Plastic को कहीं में भी छोड़ दीजिए. If you pour water also in that, nothing will happen. But if you leave some metals like iron and all in air or in water, it is going to be rusted. Rusting हो जाती है तुरंत. तो plastic की durability अच्छी है. It is very easy to handle. So if you go at your home and see, there is an endless list of the items we are using of plastic. You are wearing slippers of plastic. You have so many furnitures at your home your chair, table, different furnitures, different containers in the kitchen. किचन में तो बहुत ज़्यादा प्लास्टिक यूज होता है, माइक्रोवेव ओवन में भी प्लास्टिक यूज होता है. So variety of things are there where plastics are used. So this was about the advantages of plastics. Now we shall be discussing about some of the characteristics of plastics. Okay. The first and very important characteristic of a plastic is that plastic is non-reactive. प्लास्टिक क्या होता है? Non-reactive है. Non-reactive means it is not going to take reaction with anything. किसी से इसका reaction नहीं होता है. For example, आपको पता होगा आयरन का कोई भी मटेरियल हो आपके घर में, तो does iron reacts? Yes, iron reacts with oxygen. Okay, and it forms something another thing. आयरन में रस्टिंग हो जाती है. बहुत सारी और भी प्रॉपर्टीज है, जैसे कि मतलब आयरन वगैरह, कॉपर है, वो भी रिएक्ट करता है. इट मेक्स कॉपर रिएक्ट विद ऑक्सीजन टू मेक कॉपर ऑक्साइड. Okay, so different types of reaction occurs in other metals, but if we talk about plastic does not have any reactions. किसी भी चीज के साथ प्लास्टिक रिएक्ट नहीं करता. So that's why you must have seen that if iron is kept in an exposed air, it is going to get rusted. Or if you fill a water in an iron container, it is going to be rusted. Why is it so? Because iron reacts. But in case of plastic, they do not react with water. They do not react with air. Do not react with water and air. Okay? So the best part is that they are non-corrosive. Means कि इनमें कोई corrosion नहीं होता. They are corrosion resistant. Okay? That's why various materials are stored in a plastic container, क्योंकि कोई corrosion नहीं हो रहा है. Corrosion resistance है, including many chemicals. All the chemicals, they are kept in plastic. Why? If you keep salt in a steel container and just keep a salt in a plastic container, you will feel the difference. Okay? If you keep the salt in a steel container, it is going to be moist. Okay? And day by day that steel container is going to finish all the salt. But if you keep it in a plastic container, nothing is going to happen with salt, because there is no reaction. It is non-reactive. And if you keep any of the chemicals, if we talk, salt is also what? It's a sodium. Iodine is there. It's also a chemical. So, and if we talk about other chemicals also, they are resistant to the action of chemical. No reaction takes place if you keep any of the chemical in a plastic. So these plastics, they are used in cars also, aircrafts, spacecraft, so many places they are used because they are non-reactive. Okay? The second characteristic of a plastic is that they are light-weighted. Okay? They are strong and durable. So if you ask your grandparents, the bucket they were using at their time, that iron buckets, that aluminum buckets, they were so heavy to lift. Nowadays we use plastic buckets. They are very lightweighted, very easy to use, very easy to lift. Okay? So plastics are very light, they are durable and can be molded into different shapes and sizes for the various purposes. Nowadays at homes, so many materials of plastics are being used. Okay? They are widely used in many industries for household items, for household articles. These plastics are cheaper than other metals. Okay, they are cheaper than other metals. Plastic cheap भी होता है other metals के comparison में. Okay, now the fourth characteristic of a plastic is that plastics are poor conductors. Okay, they are poor conductors. Okay, so plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, that is why the electric wires have a plastic covering. Go and see that electric wires, they have a plastic covering. Okay, the handle of a screwdriver, if you will notice, it also has a plastic covering. It is made up of plastic. Why? Because they are a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Handles of a frying pan that your mother use, you can see in your kitchen, are of plastic. So that's why it is easy to use a handle that is made up of plastic, because it is a poor conductor of heat. So it is not going to be heated up. Okay. So this was the characteristics of plastic, some of the characteristics. Other than these characteristics, these plastics, they are used in different fields. They are used in health industries and in many other fields. Okay, so that we shall be discussing about plastic and health industry. Okay. Okay, so let's see how plastics are important in health industry. So plastics find extensive use in healthcare industries. If you will see, these plastics healthcare में कहाँ यूज होते हैं? जितने भी tablets हैं, all the tablets packing are done by plastic. Packing of tablets. Okay. So all these things are around you. You must have seen all these things. The only thing is that you have not correlated it. Okay? Packing of tablets. Secondly, if somebody has bought some wood, so the stitching of wood is done with what? That is also plastic. So the thread used for stitching wood is of plastic. Thread used for stitching of wood is plastic thread. That is a plastic thread. Okay. Then if you must have seen the syringe, when a doctor gives you an injection, he uses syringe. That syringe is made up of what? That is also a plastic. Syringes are made of plastic. Okay. Next, if you are going to see that the gloves that doctors wear, what is that? Plastic. Doctors' gloves. Doctor's gloves is of plastic. Okay. And there are number of medical instruments that is made up of plastic. Okay. So students, see carefully that how plastics are used in health industry. The packing of all the tablets are done using plastic. The wood the thread that is used for stitching wounds are made up of plastic. Syringes are made up of plastic. Doctor's gloves are made up of plastic, and many of the medical instruments are made up of plastic. Okay, so this was about plastic and health industry. Before proceeding, I would like to tell you that if you have not subscribed our channel Ollie Scholar yet, please do subscribe it so that you can get the daily updates of the video which we upload. We upload daily one video, so you can, it will be very good for you. If you will subscribe it, you will get it in a systematic way. Secondly, I would like to tell that Ollie Scholar has got its app also. You can go in a Google Play and download Ollie Scholar CSCS e-learning app. Okay, there you will find some interesting videos. Also the MCQ questions are there, PDF notes are there, and if you are interested for the live classes, you can just contact us. In the description box you will get our email ID. There you can contact us, or you can also follow us on Facebook. Okay. So we have seen how plastic is used in medicinal industry. Now we will see how these plastics are at home, how they are used at our house or at our home. Okay. So you must have heard about microwave. You must be using it also. So most of the utensils used in the microwave are of plastic for cooking food. In microwave oven, heat cooks the food but does not affect the plastic vessels. Okay, it cooks the food but does not affect the plastic vessels. So the first one is the microwave cookwares. Cookwares are of plastic. Okay. Secondly, if you have seen the containers that is used mostly for keeping the foods, all the dry grains, rice, wheat and all. So you mother use plastic containers for keeping different foods, grains and all. Okay. Thirdly, there is a special type of plastic that is called as Teflon. Okay. So what is this Teflon plastic? This Teflon is a plastic in which oil and water do not stick. Teflon में क्या होता है? Oil and water do not stick. It's a special type of plastic in which oil and water do not stick. So it is used as a non-stick coating on many of the cookwares. Okay, it is used as a coating in many of the cookware. So we have seen many good things about plastic, how it is lightweighted, durable, cheaper, and how it is used in medicines, how it is used at home, different aircrafts, everywhere it is used. We are just surrounded with materials of plastic. But is this plastic good for our environment? There is a big question. So let's see how plastic and environment is related to each other. Is it good for our environment or not? Plastic and our environment. Okay. So the major problem of today is the disposable of plastic. What happens if you throw a plastic anywhere? Does it get disposed quickly? No. So there are two types of materials in our nature. One is the biodegradable, and the other one is the non-biodegradable. Okay? So what is biodegradable? A material which gets decomposed through a natural process, such by the action of bacteria. If you remember in the chapter 2, bacteria, that is a microorganism, and it is used as a manure and all. So okay, so biodegradable are those materials that are being decomposed. वो decompose हो जाते हैं through natural process followed by a bacteria. But in case of non-biodegradable, the materials are not easily decomposed by a natural process. If it is decomposed also, it takes years and millions of years or thousands of years. So they are non-biodegradable. Okay? So now the question is that in which category this plastic falls? The plastic falls in a category of a non-biodegradable. Means it cannot be degraded. Okay, it cannot be decomposed. So if I will be giving you the list of some of the materials of biodegradable and non-biodegradable. First, I am giving you the example of degradable. If you see the peel of vegetables, it is a biodegradable. Okay, and it gets decomposed in 1 to 2 weeks. बहुत जल्दी ये peel of vegetables हैं, fruits हैं, leftover food stuffs हैं, etc. ये 1 से 2 वीक में decompose हो जाते हैं. Second one is the paper. Paper also get decomposed in 10 to 30 days. So they are biodegradable. Other one is a cotton cloth. Cotton also get decomposed in the soil in 2 to 5 months. It takes some time, but it also get degradable. So it is also a biodegradable. Then wood. Wood takes how much time? It takes 10 to 15 years, but it also get decomposed. So it is a biodegradable. Okay. Then our woolen clothes. Woolen clothes take about, you can say about a year, but it get decomposed. So it is also a biodegradable. Now there are some materials that are non-biodegradable, means they take several years or 100 to 500 years. Okay. So what are they? Tin is there, aluminum is there. Okay. And other metal canes are there. They do not decompose easily. They take how many years? 100 to 500 years to decompose. So they are called as non-biodegradable. And the other thing is a plastic bag. Plastic bag takes several years, several years. Okay, so it is also non-biodegradable. So these plastic bags, they are not good for our environment because they are not getting decomposed. Okay, so we shall be discussing about this, how this plastic bags, how this plastic use of plastic is not good for our environment. Okay, so since these plastic, they take several years to decompose, it is not good for environment. Okay, it is not environment friendly. So what does it do? They cause pollution. सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक क्या है प्लास्टिक का कि ये pollution cause करते हैं. एक तो decompose नहीं हो रहे. Okay, and the other thing is that if you try to burn these plastics, okay, so during the process of burning of a plastic, the synthetic material is quite slow. एक तो बहुत स्लो बर्निंग होगी प्लास्टिक की, और ड्यूरिंग द बर्निंग दे रिलीज सम केमिकल्स, दे रिलीज सम पॉइजनस फ्यूम्स, ओके, इनटू द एटमॉस्फेयर एंड दैट कॉजेस एयर पोल्यूशन. ओके, इफ यू ट्राई टू बर्न प्लास्टिक, you just see sometime you will see that some black color fumes are coming. What is that? That is not good. That causes air pollution. So it is quite slow in burning, and if it completely burns also, it takes so many years. It does not completely burn. It is not going to burn completely, and during this burning process it releases lots of poisonous fumes into the atmosphere, and that causes air pollution. Okay, तो सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक जो प्लास्टिक का, that is कि it is affluents. Okay. So, have you ever seen a garbage dump where these animals are eating garbages? Okay, have you ever seen that? So let's see some of the drawbacks of plastics. Okay, the first thing I have already told you, it causes air pollution. The second is that if you go and see that where these garbages are being dumped or where we have thrown our garbage, what happens? These animals, different types of animals, cows and different animals, dogs and all, they come and they just swallow the polythene bags along with these dumped food and all. Okay, wrappers of food they swallow. So do you know what is the consequence of that? When these animals they swallow this dumped plastic bags and all, this plastic material gets choked in their respiratory system. Okay, it gets choked in their respiratory system of these animals and they form a lining in their stomach and can cause their death. Okay, so harmful for animals, those eat plastic bags. जो animals plastic bags, plastic materials, plastic wrappers को खा लेते हैं, वो जो है कि उनके लिए harmful हो जाता है. Okay, so these poly bags they carelessly, now what happens in these polythene bags, they are carelessly being thrown here and there. Okay, so what happens when you throw it, drainage system को भी ये block करता है. Okay, so it is responsible for clogging of drains. Clogging of drains. Drains को भी ये clog कर देता है. So we all are sometimes so careless that we just throw the wrappers of chips and all, biscuits wrappers, chocolates wrappers and many eatables on the road, parks, picnics places. Okay, so I would like to request you students, those who are watching my video, being a responsible citizen, being a student, being responsible for your country, think twice before throwing anything on the road or anywhere. Our Prime Minister has also taken lots of action against this and he has made so many Clean Bharat and also many revolutions he has done for that. So as a responsible citizen, what measures should we take to clean our society, to clean our environment plastic free? So the first thing you can do is that avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. Just try to use much less plastic as possible. Secondly, instead of plastic bags, just carry cotton or jute bags. Okay, if you go for a shopping, take a cotton or jute bags from your home and go. Okay, so the third thing you can do is that when you throw these garbage at your home, just separate it to biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Don't put all the garbages together. Okay, this practice you can do at your home, that you make two bins for that, one for biodegradable and other for non-biodegradable. I have already told you that which materials are biodegradable and which are not. Okay, as a responsible citizen, just follow this 5R principle. What does this 5R principle says? Okay, reduce. The first thing is reduce, reuse, recycle, okay, recover or on the roads. Always try to carry cotton bags or jute bag while you are going for shopping. Try to minimize the use of plastic materials. Use a steel lunch box instead of plastic ones. Okay? So this was all about, we have studied today about plastic, different things we have studied about plastic. Okay? So this was the part 2 here, and here I have completed whole of the chapter, synthetic fibers and plastic. The chapter 8 has been completed. So before ending, I would like to tell you that if you have liked my video, please give a like button, and if you have not subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe All is Scholar. Okay? And in the description box, you will be getting our mail ID. If you have any queries, any doubts, you can just mail us also. All is Scholar has launched this app also. You can go in Google Play, download the app. You will get it with CSCS Learning, e-learning solution. There you will get videos, PDF notes, MCQ questions also. Okay, and if you are interested for video live classes, you are most welcome. You can just mail us. Okay, so this was all for today. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.